First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. How about that run all the way down to the 25-yard line? A huge play right off the bat. A pickup of 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Atlanta.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Yaya Diaby into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track.
That is caught. What a throw. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown Falcons. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Score, Falcons 7, Dolphins nothing. Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No fun of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Pitts is the man in motion. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing on second down is Milton. He's got a receiver. It's Ty Felton. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on third down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's Pierce in motion. Try and throw with Milton. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On fourth down, here's Milton. Right side, and is brought in by Felton.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle.
At their 49-yard line.
Milton to the air on second down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Falcons take over.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And that will lead to a second down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Darnold. Got his man at the 6. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
At the 7-yard line.
Here we go, son. Young lady. Hey, son.
Here's Darnold again. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Forced out wide. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
It's a loss of 8.
That's the 4-time All-Pro Myles Garrett. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the first. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18. Ready.
To the right. And Pitts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff running left is Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And the pressure's too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
37-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Milton. Again, working deep downfield. Oh, he overshoots him. Could have been a touchdown. Instead, just goes down as an incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
From the gun, here's Milton. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Miami.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That's caught left side by Pitts. Get about 6 before he's taken down. This 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. Here's 1st and 10.
17 yards. And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Get out of the gun is Milton. And this one is caught by Pierce. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Dolphins. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The extra point is good. And the Dolphins move back to within 1.
Dolphins 9.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Falcons are going to open up the lead to 8.
Dolphins 9.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. That's Pierce in motion. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Oh, that was pinballing around, and it's hauled in. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Dolphins 1st down. It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Dolphins.
Buffalo 18.
They'll go play action here with Milton. On the run to the right. That one is caught beyond the pylon. High, Felton. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and good. And the Dolphins move back to within 1.
17. Dolphins 16.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. To the left side. Caught by Schultz.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Darnold. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Left side, caught by Hunter. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Darnold to throw again. That's incomplete. Gary Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Third, 19 Lions.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Milton. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The extra point is good. And the Dolphins will open up a 6-point lead.
17.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Deontay Hardy now to return. Whoa. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
He's got it! And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they bring him down by 9 until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Let's go.
And the Dolphin first
60
down.
Bison. 60 Bison. Go check. Go check.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go play action with Darnold. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's down at the 3. What a run. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
The 3-yard line.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Mixon. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. To the back of the end zone, he's got it! Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Atlanta. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Falcons are going to open up the lead to 8.
Dolphins 23.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Please. Stop roll 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. It's Milton. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And he will score. Alex Pierce. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so. The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, here's Hardy. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Pass caught by Hunter. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Good running inside the 25. 19. The kick is good. And the Falcons will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. In motion now, it's Collins. On first down, here's Milton. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That is hard. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 55 yards on the game.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go, set. Cowboy it.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. What to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1.
It's second down.
Buffalo 18. Hurt. Ready.
From the gun, here's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
19 strike. 19. Jackie Lion. 18. 5 in. Here's Lion. Hey, check that. Street. Check mash.
Working out of the gun is Milton. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This will be a 38-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Dolphins are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down. for no gain.
Second and 11.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Yo, 80. Side. Side.
To throw again is Darnold. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver.
It's now third and goal.
And now it's third and goal.
Here we go, side. Right side.
He's going to try to do this himself, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. And they're on 35-yard line.
Ready up. Go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Milton now to throw on first and 10. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
Go check. Go check. Ready.
Milton to the air on second down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A pickup of 44 yards.
Goal to go.
Side. Side.
They'll run here with Mixon. That one never got started. The defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. From back at the 13-yard line, it is second and goal.
Here we go, side. Right side.
Here's Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A 6-yard gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This is 1st and 10. To the air, it's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go, Reed, go. 69, 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 40, 70. Cut 19, cut 19. Ready, ready?
Here's Milton. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hurt.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. He'll let one go down the middle. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Here comes 2nd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther Street, Panther Street. 65 cents, 65.
Throwing again is Milton. He's going to try it here again. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
19 Lions. 19 Tiger, 50, 60. Buffalo 18.
To throw once more, here's Milton. Rolling right. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
18
First and goal. At the
To the air once more is Milton. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Panther 11. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Milton going to look to throw it again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
10 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
First down. First and 10 at the 46.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes.